Hi, I'm Clinton.
I'm Claude. We're the lamest offenders. So for today's episode, we are reviewing episode 7 of Marvel's What If, where you get to see a male superhero beat up a female superhero. It's a bit of a Thor subject.
Hi, Thanos. We're the lamest offenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com. Hi, welcome back. So, for this week, it was What If Thor Didn't Have a Brother? So, basically...
butt chugging around the world.
Yeah. Odin's son basically gave Loki back to his green giant
Lofty. Yeah.
father.
Yeah.
And he basically, Thor's just raised his only child, and he's just spoiled rotten. Or he didn't have that adversity growing up with a brother, like just someone to talk to, bounce them off. So yeah, but yeah, he just became this absolute, just insolent little cur.
Just this big ass college bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah, his dad owns a dealership.
Dad works at the car dealership.
So he goes to just different planets, just parties, and then he goes to Odin sleep for a while, and he decides, you know what, I'm gonna go to Midgard because his mother Frigga goes to visit her sister, almost immediately. Like, I thought it was like some weird, almost like adulterous relationship, like fling of some kind. Like, wow, you're leaving really fast.
Yeah.
Well, I'm off to my sister's. Bye. Like, okay.
Hubby's asleep.
Yeah. So then Thor decides to go to Midgard. He's like, he just wants to party. He's just here to party.
Yeah, and the best place to land, which is Vegas.
Yeah.
So, and then Natalie Portman's character, Jane Foster.
Didn't look anything like Natalie Portman.
Yeah, not really. Yeah. Ravioli Portman. And then, of course, you have Darcy, everyone's least favorite character, up until Katie from Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
But we got more of her, and basically they're detecting this anomaly, and then Thor ends up just crash landing in Vegas on the Strip.
Yeah, they thought it was an end of the world, apocalypse.
It's like, no, they just want to drink and gamble. And then at that point, all the different space creatures and Asgardians and stuff just land. You have the Skrulls.
Korg.
Yeah, Korg is there.
Rocket makes an appearance real quick.
You have the Warrior 3, with them, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then Howard the Duck. And probably my favorite moment in the entire thing was him getting married to Darcy in Vegas.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you want to hit up half price taco or something like that? He goes, okay, that's not a date. He's like, well, let's just see where it leads you.
Continues drinking.
He calls her Mrs. the Duck.
Yeah.
It was the best part of the show. It was, we were talking about that. Like, that should just be a miniseries.
Right.
That was too good.
Yeah, because S.H.I.E.L.D. everybody's concerned because basically Thor has gone... Yeah, it's an alien, and then Thor's also proven that he's messed up other planets that he goes to, and he's basically just drinking and just partying. You have all these aliens just burning everything down as they go. I know they use the Frost Giants use the St. Louis Arch as like a slingshot or something. Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
St. Louis?
Should just crash landed there. Yeah. There's a fix the crime. So when I guess S.H.I.E.L.D. is a little bit concerned about all this stuff, they're interviewing Jane Foster and Darcy. Like, they want to take out Thor basically because he's messing things up. So then they use the beeper and they call basically the icon of feminism, Captain Marvel, to fly in and just whoop some ass. And it just the first thing that happens is them just fighting, and it's just kind of like a Dragon Ball Z fight.
It was good though. It
looked cool. Yeah.
There were some comedic moments in it too. I love whenever they would get knocked into like the lower atmosphere, you would see France written on the countries. Like, I just love that. It cracked me up. Like, that's how it actually is.
Right.
I love it. That's a brilliant touch, whoever did that.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because Captain Marvel didn't really know who Thor was, and she didn't expect Mjolnir to come flying behind her, and that was pretty funny. Just to see her like adjust to each one of their fighting style. And Thor, he's a bit of a bro. I mean, he doesn't face a whole lot of adversity in terms of fighting. No. So it seems like he's actually his father and them. Like, they have a pretty good relationship with the Frost Giants too. It's just like,
the Frost Giants show up too.
There's never any wars or anything. No. So Thor is just just straight up a bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Loki's like his giant ice blue.
That's
ice
pretty
giant.
funny.
It was like, okay, that was kind of different, but I liked it.
The major question I had about this, obviously, it's a weakness for What If is it's only 30 minutes, but at least I just didn't understand why Thor is still considered worthy to have Mjolnir, because he's basically, just messing everything up, and he's not responsible whatsoever.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just because he's not an angry dude and pretty passive compared to that Thor with the dyed eyebrows from the first Thor movie. But
well, yeah, because I guess Odin took it away from him.
Yeah.
And then, he didn't have the opportunity to do that here. So it's like, okay, that works
busy
out
napping.
for me. Yeah.
But
get busy dying.
that one scene that just cracked me up because I was like, oh, classic Disney. It was in Captain Marvel and Thor doing the stare down, and Thor says, "Why don't you just smile more?"
Why don't you smile more?
I was like, Christ.
Oh. Just feed the troll.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Here you
I
go.
thought that was pretty funny.
I think they mentioned that in the hit
really
movie
great.
Captain Marvel. Like, I think they did have that reference in that movie too. So
well, I know because a bunch of people were saying, like, in the poster, like, oh, she's not. She looks so serious. Like, just
there's
smile.
no
Just like,
poster of her being happy.
Captain America. It doesn't smile either. So I kind of get the point in that regard, but it's just like, that was pretty funny. I love that little meta joke. That was great.
So pretty much, it all gets resolved basically because Frigga gets Natalie Portman's character Jane Foster warns her with the help of Heimdall basically to tattle on Thor. Like, you need to like send him home. Like, so it's a race for Thor to basically clean up the planet before Frigga gets here and grounds him.
That's ridiculous.
So he just spends the next like couple minutes just fixing everything. Frigga flies in, and everything is solved, and they go back home.
Actually, he's teaching like all the Asgardians. He's teaching them. I don't even know what he was teaching. It was like physics or something like that behind on the chalkboard, but. And then Captain Marvel shows up like, here's that study on civilizations that you want.
Like, thank you. Yeah. Then he calls back Mjolnir and it's got like panties and like beads and stuff on it. So that was pretty good. And then the final thing that happens is actually, so it cuts to, because all these what if shows, they always have an ending scene of like a big bad, like a big power. And it looks like Vision is Ultron with all the Infinity Stones. So it's going to be a busy 9th episode.
Yeah, it's going to be nothing but action.
Yeah.
So
or maybe episode 8, maybe they'll, if they were smart, they'd try to wrap some of that up, beforehand. But, it's Disney Plus.
8 and 9 would be a 2-parter. That could be cool. Like, just make it a straight 2-parter.
Instead of like the WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, where they just cram everything in the last episode.
Please don't do that.
But I mean, it was a fun episode. I decently liked it. So.
I really did too. I'm going to give it an 8. Mm-hmm. I thought it was just absolutely ridiculous and just fun. It was because this was without a doubt the second best episode so far of the show.
It was everything the last episode wasn't, because that one was just so boring to me. Like,
it was kind of boring.
Like depressing a little bit. Yeah. And the animation in this one was great too. So I'm in agreement. I'd probably give this one an 8. Yeah. So, but anyway, that's our review for what was it, episode?
I don't know, 7.
7. Yeah, these things are flying. So catch us next week when we do a review for episode 8 and possibly a Venom 2 review. So stay tuned.
Thanks so much. Stay lame.
Bye. Look at this hair and tell me.
I want to be.
I don't play second fiddle.
What?